What if I told you that the very traditions you hold dear might be the reason you're stuck in the past? You know, those age-old customs passed down from generation to generation, your grandparents' stories, the way you celebrate holidays, even the way you dress. They've been a part of you your whole life, but are they helping you grow or holding you back? In today's world, where everything's moving at lightning speed, do we need to let go of tradition to keep up? Or is tradition the secret weapon to unlocking true success in modern times? Stick around as we break down the real cost of holding on to the past and whether it's time to step into the future or stick with what we know. Tradition has been around for centuries. From the food we eat, to the clothes we wear, to the festivals we celebrate, everything we do today is somehow rooted in traditions from the past. But as the world accelerates towards modernization and technological advancement, people have begun questioning whether these traditions are holding us back. On one hand, traditions provide a sense of belonging, security, and continuity. They help us connect with our history, celebrate our roots, and give us a deeper sense of identity. But on the other hand, tradition can also act as a double-edged sword, inhibiting progress, stifling innovation, and sometimes even hindering social change. So where do we stand? Should we hold on to these traditions, or is it time to move on and embrace the future? Let's explore this complex issue by diving deep into the pros and cons of tradition in today's modern world. The role of tradition in shaping identity. When you think about it, traditions are more than just practices passed down through generations. They are the bedrock of cultural identity. Think about how important holidays like Christmas, Diwali, or the Lunar New Year are to people around the world. They represent more than just dates on a calendar. They symbolize a deep connection to cultural heritage, family, and community. This sense of identity is vital, especially in a world where globalization is slowly eroding distinct cultures and traditions. In some ways, traditions help anchor us, offering a sense of purpose and continuity in a world that's constantly changing. Take, for example, indigenous communities. Despite being exposed to outside influences and modern ways of living, many still preserve their customs, languages, and spiritual practices. These traditions aren't just about preserving the past. They're about holding on to something essential to their identity, something that defines them as a people. Tradition, in this sense, can act as a shield, protecting communities from the homogenizing effects of globalization. In a world where culture can sometimes feel diluted, tradition is what keeps uniqueness alive. The evolution of traditions. But here's the thing. Traditions aren't as static as we think. They evolve. What we consider tradition today isn't always what it used to be. Look at the way technology has influenced holidays like Christmas. People may still celebrate with a big dinner and gift exchange, but now we have virtual Christmas dinners, online shopping, and even digital Christmas cards. Tradition in many ways adapts and grows with the times. Just because something has been done for centuries doesn't mean it's immune to change. Traditions, when they adapt to modern needs, can thrive in new environments. For instance, some traditional practices that were once exclusive to a particular culture or group are now enjoyed worldwide. Yoga, which originated in ancient India, has become a global wellness practice. Its core principles have remained intact, but the way it's practiced today, whether it's through virtual classes, apps, or fitness centers, shows how tradition can evolve and be integrated into modern society. So while tradition can anchor us to our roots, it doesn't have to keep us stuck in the past. It can evolve with us, and in many cases it does. The argument against tradition in modern times. On the other hand, some argue that traditions are nothing more than outdated practices that are holding us back from progress. In a world where innovation is at the forefront of every industry, is it wise to cling to the past? Think about the traditional education system. For years, we've been using the same model: classrooms, textbooks, exams. It's a system built on centuries of tradition, but in today's fast-moving world, it's starting to feel irrelevant. With the rise of online learning, AI tutors, and new teaching methods, traditional education is facing serious challenges. The argument against tradition is that it can become a barrier to change. When we continue to do things simply because that's how they've always been done, we risk stifling progress. Innovation requires us to question the status quo, to challenge what's been established, and sometimes that means leaving traditions behind. Take the workplace as another example. Many industries still rely on rigid, hierarchical structures that have been in place for decades. But the modern workplace is shifting towards flexibility, collaboration, and remote work. The traditions of the past are beginning to feel restrictive, preventing businesses from evolving to meet the needs of a changing economy. Tradition versus progress. The tension between the two. But is it really so clear-cut? Can we truly say that tradition and progress are polar opposites? The reality is more nuanced. In many cases, tradition and progress aren't mutually exclusive. They coexist, and at times they complement each other. Let's take the example of sustainability. Many traditional practices, like crop rotation and organic farming, are making a huge comeback as people begin to understand the importance of sustainable agriculture. These traditional methods, which were once seen as outdated, are now being recognized as environmentally friendly alternatives to industrial farming. In this case, tradition is not an obstacle to progress. Instead, it's a vital piece of the puzzle. By revisiting old practices, we can find new solutions to modern problems. Similarly, in the realm of architecture, traditional techniques such as passive cooling and the use of local materials are being combined with modern innovations to create energy-efficient buildings. This blend of the old and the new proves that tradition can enhance, rather than hinder, development. The key takeaway here is that tradition and progress don't always have to be in conflict. When applied thoughtfully, traditions can offer valuable insights and solutions that help us navigate the challenges of modern life. The social impact of losing tradition. One of the biggest concerns when it comes to letting go of traditions is the social impact. Traditions often bring people together, creating a sense of community and shared values. Without these traditions, we risk losing some of the social cohesion that holds society together. Consider family gatherings during holidays. The rituals of cooking, sharing meals, and exchanging gifts may seem trivial to some, but they serve a deeper purpose. They create bonds, foster communication, and remind us of what truly matters. Without these rituals, there's a danger of losing touch with the things that give us meaning and purpose in life. Even beyond the family unit, traditions play a role in shaping social identity. Think about the way festivals like Mardi Gras, Chinese New Year, or Oktoberfest bring people together. They create a sense of unity, celebration, and pride. Without traditions, we risk fragmenting our society, losing that shared connection. The result could be a world where people are increasingly isolated, unable to connect on a deeper level beyond the superficial. Conclusion: embrace what works. Let go of what doesn't. At the end of the day, tradition and progress aren't necessarily enemies. They can coexist, evolve, and enrich our lives in different ways. The key is to embrace what works and let go of what doesn't. By understanding the role that tradition plays in shaping our identity, fostering community, and preserving valuable practices, we can move forward in a way that respects our past while embracing the future. So the next time someone asks if tradition is a barrier to development, the answer might not be so simple. Maybe it's not about choosing between tradition and progress. It's about finding a way to make both work for us. After all, history has a way of repeating itself, but it also offers valuable lessons. It's up to us to decide how we want to carry those lessons into the future. What do you think? Should we let go of tradition, or is it a crucial part of our evolution? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.